Hello, and welcome to Tim's Tips. Today we're going to talk about our brand new All-Pro RIPT shoulder pad. RIPT stands for Resistant Impact Performance Technology. With over 3 years of development into this pad, we've done everything that we can to give the player the lightest pad possible and also the best protection on the market. So first, let's talk about the lightweight. Our unique material Curve is one of the lightest materials that's on the market, but yet it has a very good energy absorbing property that works well for the NFL player and high school player as well. By using this technology, we can give you a pad that's extremely light yet mobile. That way that you can have less fatigue on the field, giving the player the best performance. So first, let's talk about the weight. Most pads run in an average of around 5 pounds. The size large RIPT pad in the quarterback wide receiver position was 3.9 pounds, making it the lightest pad on the market. Next, we want to talk about Curve. Curve is the latest technology. It is a polypropylene thermoplastic. It will not crack, it will not break like some other materials. There's other materials out in the industry like your injected molded plastics and also your carbon fiber type material. Those materials are very rigid and a good material, but they can have the tendency to crack. With Curve, we don't have this problem. Curve is designed to take the impact, but yet still is flexible enough not to have any cracking issues. So now, let's talk more about Curve. Where's Curve used? Curve is used in some cases in the industry, Samsonite luggage, which is very strong, durable luggage. It's used in the military for ballistic blast. This material is used also in NASA because the colder it gets, the stronger it gets. So this material is very unique in how it absorbs energy and disperses energy. The next thing we want to talk about is Tepix. Tepix is used in the subarch of the pad. The reason we use Tepix is because Tepix is very strong, very rigid. So it's used in the car industry for front impact collisions. Number one, because of its lightweight. Number two, because of its energy absorbing properties. We put it in the subarch for a special purpose because it helps hold the shoulder in the correct position to absorb the most energy upon impact. So next, we want to talk about the pyramid protection. With the pyramid protection, it's a 5-layer protection system that starts at the point of impact, but by the time the energy is down to the player, it is dispersed out to the sides. So we start with our high-level Curve on the outside. The next level, in between the subarch and the arch, is our material called honeycomb. It's another thermoplastic polypropylene material that's welded into honeycomb cells, they're air cells, to help take that energy that comes onto the arch and disperse it over the entire subarch, therefore getting that energy away from the player. Then level 3 is going to be our Tepix subarch, which I just explained about. Again, a very high energy absorbing material. Level 4 is going to be our lining. In the lining, we have honeycomb again. This honeycomb material in the lining will help take that energy away from the player, disperse it, and then on the final inside, we also have another layer of our soft cell foam, air management type foam, with a clavicle pad that's adjustable and removable. That's the 5-layer system. Through that system, we get all the energy we can away from the player, yet in a very lightweight pad to give the player the most protection and mobility to give him the best on-field performance. The pad also comes with all stainless steel hardware, so you don't have to worry about rusting. It also comes with removable deltoid pads. They're just velcroed in, so it's easy to remove if you don't want them. Also, we have a belt and buckle hookup. And last of all, we have our swivel front, and not on this model, but on this model, also the swivel front and back. This allows the player to have more mobility on on the field because that swivel moves with the player. But also another important part of this is when the player has an impact, the pad will shift. When I say shift, it shifts to the point of impact, throwing that energy away from the player. Last of all, we want to talk about our models. Excuse me one second. We have two different models for the quarterback and wide receiver. We have what we call our three-quarter arch system. So it's a three-quarter arch over the player, and then it has an attached back plate. You still have the holes for an additional back plate or rib pad. Our next one is our 780-1. This is a full arch for that player that would prefer an arch all the way across. Plus, it gives you the ability to have the swivel front and back. The next one we have is our offensive defensive lineman pad. This pad has a full arch, small epaulets and shoulder caps, and again belt and buckle hookup. And lastly, we have our RIPT 150, which is our running back linebacker pad. Again, it's a full arch, but you'll notice that the epaulet and the caps are a little larger. We do that because this is the player that's taking all the hits, and that's taking that energy, getting it away from the player. So again, we want to thank you today for purchasing TAG products. We just want to wish you and the best 2016 season that you can have, and the best of luck. Thank you very much.